Newcomers and to everyone else, welcome. This video is part of the language and style category or series and will be split into multiple subcategories. Don't have to watch any of these videos in as any order as this is meant to help you rather than me, so watch in whatever order or way you need it at. There will be mentions of other categories and subcategories in this while they can be explained separately to be able so that we can delve deeper into each part, they need to be they work together best, and to be able to cut them cleanly isn't exactly easy, and there will be a lot of mix up and overlap. In this video specifically, we are going to be focusing on language and style, on clarity and simplicity. But first things first, what is clarity and simplicity? And what is language and style? First, let's focus on language and style. Language and style is all about how you speak and the words you choose. Now, don't confuse it with tone or delivery. It is similar, but it's also very different. What I mean how, it's more of how you structure your words, how formal or casual the words you use are, and how easy and or difficult your words are for your audience to understand, whether this be in the vocabulary sense, or the words you use or choose, or the pronunciation or how you say it. Everyone has their own natural way of speaking. Some are more friendly and casual and outgoing than others, while others prefer a more formal or academic style. It's not bad. Both styles are best. Both styles are good. But what makes a good public speaker is the way to switch around between these two styles when or whenever they need it. It's how they adjust each of their speaking styles to fit the situation, whether it be more formal or casual. It's you wouldn't it's like this. You wouldn't use the same complicated words in when you defend your research thesis the same way you talk about your favorite movie. Yes, a lot of words will be the same because they can't be switched around, but there are words that are more difficult than others to whether to say or to understand the meaning and are less used than their more casual counterpart. In casual in casual talk, you can also use slang, while in more formal, sometimes it's a bit iffy when it comes to slang. Both situations need different styles, tones, word choices, etc. And learning how to switch between them is what really makes one a strong speaker. That's what language and style is about. Learning how to make your message fit your audience in a way that's clear, appropriate, and engaging. Now, clarity and simplicity. What is that? Why do we need it? I have mentioned many times in my previous videos, for those who are returning, about about how sometimes smart. You don't have to sound smart. What does that mean specifically? Example, specifically and actually. They're two similar words with similar meaning, but their context and usage differs. Specifically usually is used for a more targeted point, while actually is more broad and general. Is it possible to use actually in another context other than specifically? Yes, you can. Because language isn't just built on one word, it's built on an entire colony of words. And depending on how you word or make your sentences, actually can have different meanings or different connotations. Clarity means your message is easy to understand, while simplicity means you don't means saying what you need without unnecessary word or confusing terms. Basically, dumb it down. Make it so that even a 5-year-old can understand what you're saying. That's basically it. Or in other words, the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. That is what clarity and simplicity technically are. Many people think that using complicated or fancy words makes them sound smarter. Sometimes it does. Other times not so much. Very much not so much. Especially if they don't understand what those words mean. If your audience can't understand you, then the message is lost. They won't understand what you're trying to say, they won't understand your meaning, they won't understand your intentions, and suddenly miscommunication has appeared. A good public speaker isn't one that uses the hardest or most complicated or complex words or wording. It's the one who takes a hard topic and can somehow make it easy to explain and understand for everyone involved to the point that even 5-year-olds can understand them. That that is when you're being a good speaker. Why does it matter? Well, I just mentioned it. One of them is misunderstandings can occur. If your audience don't understand you, then misunderstandings can enter the chat. And suddenly, your message is lost. Your words don't have the meaning you wanted them to, and your audience can accidentally spread misinformation. It's like this. Imagine someone using long, confusing sentences full of technical jargon or technical terms you've never heard before. Basically, make it sound as academic and scientific as possible, or maybe make it so that it's all facts, but it's useless facts. You'd lose your focus fast. You'd get bored very fast, wouldn't you? Now imagine someone who explains the same idea in simple, clear words with examples and an easy flow you'd understand better and stay interested in. They'd even use modern slang. They'd use the current internet's, well, memes and so on and so forth. You'd suddenly understand them better and stay interested. That's the power of clarity and simplicity. They make your message more human, less robot. Your goal as a speaker is never to sound smart. Never. It's to make sure your audience learns something, whether that something be small or big, depends on you and your audience. Remembers it and even enjoys listening on through whatever this lesson may be. Even professionals appreciate simplicity. I prefer getting straight to the point, no fluff, no wishy-washy. It shows you understand your topic deeply enough to explain it in an easy way and not lose anyone through it. How do you speak in such a way? How do you speak clearly or with clarity and simply or simplicity? Know your message well. You're talking about something that you need to know the well, whether it be your own opinions or the facts surrounding it. Make sure you learn well. You don't have to 100% understand it. That's impossible. But you need to at least know the broad strokes of it. And if you want to explain in detail, make sure that you are also very focused, that you find out more about it, do deep research, use AI however you want. Just learn more about your topic if you want to be able to understand it deeper. Use simple words first. Don't start with complicated or difficult words. Use normal sounding ones. Use the ones you use every day. You can even talk like a teenager if you want to, like for hey and so on and so forth. Do whatever. You can do that. Use it at first. Don't mind it. It's practice after all. Keep your sentences short and focused. Try not to go around everywhere. Try not to lose focus. Stay on one lane and continue until the end. That can be a bit problematic if you don't have a script, so I would suggest you make a script, not a word for word script, but at least a general script. Explain the difficult terms if you have to use the difficult terms, especially when it comes to scientific jargon or technical jargon or terms. Make sure to briefly explain what they mean in, again, a simple way or simple words. That way no one feels lost. Use examples and comparisons. Use examples. Don't just stay quiet, do nothing. No, don't just continue on as if it's nothing. No, use examples. Any and all examples you need or want, just use it. It's meant to. It's meant to help your audience understand you. So make sure you use as much examples and or comparisons you can. Make it even understandable, like something that everyone can do. Let's say you're trying to explain how, let's say, how force or yeah, let's go with force. You're trying to explain how force works. How do you use it in a way that makes everyone understandable? Use a game. Use, I don't know, Minecraft, Valorant, something. Use games, or maybe if you want to, if it's for force, bicycle. Use those. Don't use cars. Don't use motorcycles. No, 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 no. Use something that everyone can understand. Simple. Bicycles, they don't really have much components, and well, they are still a bit complicated. They're not as complicated as cars or motorcycles. So bicycles, use that. Practice speaking slowly and clearly. I think I've said this nearly in every video at this point. Okay. You don't have to go fast. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't, but most of the time you don't have to go too fast. You can speak slowly and make sure to speak clearly. Don't rush. Stay calm. Make sure the pace is steady. Give people time to understand. And finally, ask yourself, would my audience understand this? Would I understand this? Most likely, yes, since you're the speaker, but for your audience, let's say you ask your friends, parents, not teachers. Those are a bit 50-50 when it comes to this sort of thing. Always think about who's listening. Adjust your words and tone so that your message fits them. And if it feels like it's too formal or informal, I would suggest asking a second or third opinion. When your words are clear and simple, you sound more confident. You don't stumble around. You just say it and you're done. You say what you do and do as you say. You don't have to hide behind big words because you're confused over what this is or what it's supposed to do. Your message becomes strong on its own. You don't have to worry. Clarity also reduces your nerves. The more complicated wording you use, the more complicated words or wording you use, the higher the possibility for you to stutter, say it wrongly, say it too fast, and suddenly it's un ununderstandable. You can't understand what it means. So try not to use it. Try to use simple words, simple wording, simple everything. It helps you stay focused, makes your presentation smoother from start to finish. Remember, the goal of public speaking is never to impress, it's to express. And clarity and simplicity are some of the best ways to do so. Thank you all so much for watching and for listening to this video. I hope you have I hope this helped you understand more about public speaking, more specifically the clarity and simplicity side of things. They make your message easier to follow, your words easier to remember, and your speech more enjoyable to the audience. Always remember, simple doesn't mean boring or weak. It just means being clear, strong, and effective. No fluff, no wishy-washy, straight to the point. Even the most complicated ideas can be powerful when said simply and clearly, because those ideas suddenly don't seem complicated at all. And everyone understands simple ideas. This video is part of the language and style category and focused on clarity and simplicity. If you'd like to learn more about the other subcategories, or whether it be from the language and style category, delivery category, or any of the other categories, be sure to check out the other videos on our channel. Thank you again for joining me today. Take care, keep practicing, and remember, good speaking isn't about using big words. It's about being clearly understood. Goodbye for now, and I hope to see you in the next video.